Morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Mornings Outdoors. My name is Paul K. Thanks for coming along. I'm going to try to catch some stripers this morning. This is Striperquest, and we are on the banks of the beautiful Cape Cod Canal in an extremely uncomfortable morning, if I may say so. It was driving rain earlier, about an hour ago, so we're probably going to get soaked. I got other battle gear with me. It's not a problem. Some of my best days fishing, I even get doubles on the super rainy days. Keeps the boat traffic down too. So stay tuned for the upcoming report for this week for the early morning bite, and we'll see if I can survive the sweltering humidifyingness. Trail boss, we will let you know. And a few of the conditions on the beautiful Cape Cod Canal this morning. It is an east tide that we're trying for this morning. It's going to flip to the west in about an hour. That means right now the tide is coming up. It's going to peak and go back down. It's heading that away. And we are at around 78 degrees. It's extremely humid now and extremely violent storms coming through. I was getting up early this morning. I got 2 hours sleep this morning. Get out of work on the night shift, sleep 2 hours, and come down here. Not a problem. It's just what I love to do. But violent, long-lasting thunderstorms. So, and they predicted all day. So that's where we're at. Like I say, high 70s right now. Probably get up in the 80s. And wind is extremely, almost flat. If this was super windy, I probably would have went freshwater fishing later. But it's extremely calm right now, which that's a really good sign. On my way in, I heard the old fish hawk. He's up there, so that means there's bait around. And this super rain keeps the boat traffic down too, and people traffic too. So we'll see what comes of it. It's kind of like you get to a point where it's like every week God gives you a box, and it could be gold bars in that box, which sometimes there is, and then sometimes not. And it's just curious. You got to open it. So let's see what happens today. And before we get started with the fishing, well, I'm already out. My lines are out, but I'd just like to make a comment to everyone. First, I'd like to thank everyone for 400 subscribers plus. And I'm on my way. We're getting up there. Just need about 98 more, and I can start getting monetized. So everyone's subscription is extremely useful. That's how YouTube does it. They rate you by subscription. So thank you so much, man. I really, everyone that subscribed, I love you guys. Thank you so much. You keep interest here, and I'll keep doing this for you, and for myself, of course. And the other thing I like to say is, if you notice on a lot of my films since the beginning, I call this show Paul K, Trail Boss, Saturday Mornings Outdoors, Striperquest. And kind of funny, but now the show's been around for about a year and a half now. And all of a sudden, these tournaments out of nowhere are called Striperfest. There's a leading, used to be weekly magazine. They know who they are. Now they have an article that's called Striperquest. Technically, if you look at every one of my shows are time-stamped, and it's been called Striperquest, copyright stuff. But I'm not that kind of guy. But I mean, anyone that's stealing the name of my show, it's like, as far as I know, before me, there was no other show called, or thing called Striperquest. Now they just kind of, just get creative, use your own brains, that Striperquest, that was, I'm pretty sure I thought of that. So anyway, now that I got that off my chest, let's get fishing. And I had just had a touch on this rod. As predicted, it's starting to rain, so I got the rain gear on, of course. And hey, come on. What's it gonna make me more ugly? I mean, it's just rain. It's actually very warm. It's relatively refreshing. It's cutting the humidity, but slows the boat traffic down immensely. People just don't come out in the rain, and I've had days where the rain just magnifies the bite. So I hope we do well. But as predicted, it's gonna rain all day too. Hey, on the other bright side too is I don't have to mow my lawn. It's starting to really pourify now, so I'm in my little cove here. It shelters me from 110 degrees and I've actually fallen asleep under here too. It keeps the rain off pretty good, and I can watch the rods. It's close enough. It's just another day at the canal. Fish on. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. Fish of the year right there. I told you. Good stuff. Gold can happen in there. Look at the size of that bad boy. Woohoo. And weigh him up and see how he goes. He might be a little too big, believe it or not. All right, let's get this bad boy back in. Man, 33 inches. Look at that. 33 inches. Oh freaking yeah, chunks baby, it's what's for dinner. 33 and a half, I would guesstimate 18 pounds, maybe close to 20, something in that area. That's my best this year so far. It ain't big, but it's my best so far. And yeah, oh yeah, you just get fired up. Let them go, and I mean, you know, because of that slot limit, that would have been a total keeper last year. It was 28 to 36, but now they're 28 to 31. The generous 3-inch slot limit. So back it goes. I want meat now too. I'm looking for a keeper. So a keeper. So yes, it's just so cool. Look at the sun's out now too. It's cleared up. You know, I forgot to mention the wind direction, once again, out of the south. And they said it's going to be this way till about noon, then it's really going to rain. But it was raining non-stop this morning. The moon phase is building now, and from the new up to the, you know, back again. It's just after a new moon. So, and like I said, the wind was from the south, and it's generally almost flat, you know, 3 to 5 miles an hour. So anytime it's snotty like this and super rainy, if it's windy and disorientated, us surfers call that victory at sea. you know, just on big heavy. It's hard to fish. You know, the lines don't stay static in the water and all that. But when it's raining and flat like this, I don't know. It's like the fish just like they feel the barometer dropping, and it's time to feed. You know, because they know a storm's coming. They might have to huddle down for a little while, so they get on a feed. And I'm just, you know, guessing. And but coolness. And I kind of gave up though. It's kind of a disappointing fight. Generally, I find like 8 out of 10 big bass, you know, larger bass, after the first initial run, they kind of just give up, you know, almost dead weight until they start seeing shore. Then they'll give another final run, but they kind of, I don't know. It's the bigger ones just kind of, that's just me. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, not that I've caught, you know, I've catch majority of smaller ones, but the big ones just seem to kind of give up after that first initial run. Your jaw drops and you're thinking, please God, let me get it in. But after that, it's kind of, they just kind of just say, okay, I'm coming, just reel me in, you know. And I don't know. Anyway, big fun. Get them back out there and see what happens. So I'm thinking, and this will be the question of the day, the Canal rack question of the day. What would you rather have? A slot fish to bring home for supper? Or would you be satisfied with over the slot with a, you know, semi-cow on up? I'll go for the cow overall. Who wouldn't, right? You know, we're here for the big once in a lifetime fish and, you know, so forth. But yeah, I'm hungry and I want fish, but I am by no means, I am grace. Thank you, Father, for blessing me with that fish. But, you know, I'll take, whoop, there's a hit on this. I'll take the large first, then I'll take the meat. Because the large are more rare, basically. It's somewhat, oh, there we go. Did you see that? Look at that, huh? Wow, let's go. Fish on. They are here. This got shoulders. Bigger fish. The head shapes. Wow. Wow, what can I say? Dudes, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Look at that, enough. Look at that, wow. You saw the hit, holy crap. Unreal. Let me get him measured. He's not a keeper, I know that. So I'll get this guy back in. He's not a keeper. Wow. Another good release. Oh my gosh, adrenaline. Was that cool or what? I pray that comes out in the edit. Oh my gosh, you saw the hit. That was 32.5. They're just over the slot. I don't care. They're just totally here, man. Holy crap. Two quality fish, man. One on the Penn Squall and one on the Van Staal so far. They just, I don't know what to say. It's great. I gotta calm down. Hang on. Does this mean I'm gonna like die on the way home? It's like I've already died and gone to heaven. My body doesn't know my spirit left my body. And this is heaven. This is heaven. This is why I predominantly concentrate on chunks. It's very simple. Bait outfishes everything, statistically. And if they're here, you're gonna get them if you use the proper bait. And that's why I constantly, you see me with chunks all the time. And I'll, you know, throw the hottest lures and I'll mention these lures and that lures, but I want to catch fish. I want to, you know, just show you guys it's bait, and that's it. And like I say, when they're here, you're gonna get them. That's all. If they're in a radius of that freaking stream of stink coming off of that good fresh chunk of mac or whatever bait you're using, you gotta get them. You know, there's some cormorants out there, right there, fishing diving ducks. But what a thrill! Let's keep rolling, see what happens. Believe it or not, fish on. So here's what happened on that. So he broke off, but that's my knot to my leader. So the line actually broke. The line broke, not my knots. My knots were not at fault. You can see that. So I don't know, maybe he cut me off on a rock, or that's about all I can think. But that was a great hit. That was a lot of pull. It was probably the same class kind of fish. But that's the story. That you can see that. And whatever, let's see what's going, man. It's like crazy now. Dude, this is scaring me. Fish on. I'll let this monster go. What? Oh my God. I know. I'm just freaking totally speechless, man. That was 41 inches, and that was